This episode is about Skyler starting to realize that maybe taking up with Ted as a means of escaping this very unpleasant, dysfunctional marriage she has is probably not the best way to go.
Breaking news is I am sleeping with my boss, and I don't know why.
Wow.
Yep. She is so good at sort of keeping herself together. She is a person who puts one foot in front of the other and gets done what has to be done.
I think her anger toward Walt, oddly enough, is starting to ebb.
You want to take her?
Skyler is realizing that maybe she's only really hurting herself.
Even though she's angry with Walt, I think she still has this instinctive protectiveness about him. No matter what happened, he was a good dad, he was a good father.
Unfortunately, this is like two ships passing in the night, because also in this episode at the same time, Walt is angry about her behavior and angry about just how everything's sort of gone to hell in a handbasket.
When you have children, you always have family. They will always be your priority, your responsibility.
He buys into Gus's argument in this episode. Why not make $3 million in 3 months' time? Why not start cooking crystal meth and again become a criminal?
The metamorphosis of this man from a milquetoast kind of person to a hardcore criminal. That's where it's going.
Quite a lot of planning went into this.
I would say so.
In this episode, you have been introduced to something we refer to as the Super Lab. This is an amazing subterranean laboratory built underneath an industrial laundry owned by Gus. Tens of millions of dollars went into engineering and building this hidden laboratory.
Thorium oxide. For a catalyst bed.
He's really tempted by this wonderful opportunity, and he indeed winds up saying yes.
I hate to break it to you, Jesse, but our mutual associate was only using you to get to me.
There's a lot of bad blood between these two.
I'm in. You're out.
He kicks kind of Jesse to the curb, so he feels betrayed by everybody.
What was the offer, if I may ask?
That's $3 million for 3 months of my time.
Saul's really looking for the big score.
5.
I'm a reasonable guy. It's a short-term deal. 10 even, but I can't go any lower and still respect myself. 5. He's just a wheeler dealer.
You're my lawyer, not his.
That's the way of the world, kid. Go with the winner. He's playing a game of Monopoly, really, with people, and it's a big laugh. And he'd like to score, but he doesn't really care what happens to anybody.
He's had it with Walt, and it's nice to see the good old Jesse back.
Hi, I'm Hank Schrader with the Drug Enforcement Administration. We're interested in an RV that's registered to your name and address.
Also in this episode, something very big and dangerous starts to dawn on Hank.
I thought he could turn his life around.
Who are we talking about, Miss Ortega?
My son.
We end this episode with the promise of Hank causing perhaps some real trouble. And that is that Jesse Pinkman, who he busted and brought in briefly last season, is back on Hank's radar.